Each year, the graduating students choose a faculty member to deliver an address at commencement. This year, the students selected Professor Kristen Holmquist to be their faculty speaker. Professor Holmquist joined the Berkeley Law faculty in 2008. She teaches constitutional law, contracts, states and trusts, as well as courses that directly explore the human side of lawyering. She writes and thinks about legal pedagogy and curriculum. She's especially focused on making the law school a more equitable and inclusive space. As part of that effort, she helped to build Berkeley Law's academic skills program. Professor Holmquist has been honored with a number of teaching awards, including UC Berkeley's Distinguished Teaching Award and the Law School's Rudder Award for Teaching Excellence. She is a beloved teacher and colleague. Please join me in welcoming Professor Kristen Holmquist.
Thank you, Dean Chemerinsky, for that generous introduction. And thank you, Congressman Allred, for coming home to celebrate with us today. What an honor to share this stage with you. And thank you, especially you, classes of 2025, for inviting me to celebrate this fabulous day with you. I love that the work that I do for all kinds of reasons, but what gets me up in the morning are the relationships and connections I've built with you. So having the opportunity to spend this moment with you, to meet your family and friends, it's absolutely the best. I want to spend this time talking to you, but first I must say a few words to those people you brought with you, your family, your chosen family, and your friends. I've sat where you're sitting, including quite literally when my children graduated from Berkeley High, and so I know you're proud. You should be. These graduates have worked hard. They've accomplished so much. They are amazing people, to be sure, but they could not have done it without you. They understand, we understand, because we hear it from them. The sacrifices that you have made and the support that you've provided to make this day happen. Thank you for all that you have done and for loaning your people to us for a little while. Graduates. From the outside, teaching can seem like an oddly one-sided relationship. My job is to give, your job is to take. But of course, that's not really how life happens. What really happens every year is that I learn as much from you as you do from me. And I thought this seemed as good a time as any to tell you what I've learned. You've taught me to think of the material I'm steeped in differently. You brought your lived experiences and your knowledge to the classroom. You challenged my assumptions and reminded me that the law intersects with life in some surprising and complicated ways. You've taught me the power of resilience. You took that conflicts class even after civil procedure nearly did you in. You wrote and rewrote when the red ink spilled all over your pages. You came back to class when your health or the loss of someone important to you made that almost impossible to do. You've taught me that communion, matters more than just about anything. I see you lift each other up in the halls and in the classrooms, on the basketball court, at our monologues, at Amger Day. And you've taught me you can do hard things. If you'll indulge me, I'm going to talk about myself for just a minute, but I promise I will bring it back to you and the hard things ahead of us. If you've never taken any of my classes, you probably don't know that it's akin to a practical joke that I'm up here today. At the end of each semester, I tell my students that unlike in many of their classes, they're not going to get an inspirational send-off, and I don't say goodbye. I don't really do inspiration or say goodbye because that way lies tears and no one needs it. So when I opened your invitation to speak, I felt all of the things. Moved, honored, kind of proud of you. You're gonna get a goodbye yet. and anxious about whether I'd find the right words for the occasion. But those are familiar feelings. I'm sentimental, I'm grateful, and I'm not new to my fear of public speaking. Grace, I'm up here practicing my box breathing. But what was new was a layer of fear related to this moment we are in. Can I meet it? Will I say something wrong? Will I go viral? I'm not gonna lie, I considered graciously declining. I'll bet I know that many of you are experiencing a similar stew of feelings. You're rightly proud of what you've accomplished. You're eager to get out there and do the work you came here to do. And you're a little afraid of whether our profession can meet the moment. Lawyers are right now, as I speak, out there doing heroic work, upholding their oaths, being amazing citizens. But it's also true that our field feels a little chaotic, a little uncertain. And it must be scary to look out at it and wonder whether the particular mix that is you, your values, your passions, your skills, and your needs will fit in. Figuring that out will be a journey. I suggest that you begin that journey by making a couple of commitments. As an individual, recommit to your why. And as a group, let's commit to our age-old, but sometimes more background than foreground, professional ideals around representation and justice, to re-envisioning ourselves as a capital P profession, a collective that not only has specialized knowledge and training, check, but that recognizes a moral obligation to put our community and our shared ethics above self-interest. Somewhere along the way, law became as much a business as a profession, maybe more. We rank law firms by profit per partner rather than by the quality of work done and the clients served. We celebrate the prestige of clerkships and fellowships, sometimes over and above, it feels to me, the selfless public service that those roles represent, the important work that will be done because you are in those roles. And if we're just a business, then it makes as much sense for us to enter into deals that protect our bottom line, as it does for any Fortune 500 company. It's unfortunate, but not surprising, to see firms turn away pro bono work that might land them in hot water with powerful people. But you, can do this differently by recommitting to our professional ideals. A lawyer has obligations and responsibilities no matter where she works, to uphold the rule of law, to ensure that even unpopular clients have ethical, zealous representation, to work on behalf of people who don't have a dollar to pay you. When you take your oath to become a member of the bar, those are the ideals you will be promising to uphold. Profits and prestige matter, to be sure, but the question is why, how, and to what end? And I don't think you came here to law school to win the rat race. I think you came to serve. In fact, I know you did. I've made it a habit over the years to ask students about their hopes and dreams for life after law school. So I know a little bit about why you're here. You're here because you know that technology is changing the world faster than we can keep up with, and you want to ensure that innovation works for us rather than the other way around. You are here because you worked on the Hill or in education or in labor, and you realized it was always the lawyers who could make things happen. You are here because you know that corporations have a stake in seeing that rules are applied evenly and without favor. You are here because you want to work on behalf of your community as a public defender or a prosecutor, for an immigration nonprofit, or in partnership with the veterans you served alongside. And yes, you are here because you've seen that the profession can provide a measure of material comfort, and you want to give back to your families who worked so hard to get you into this amphitheater. You came here for reasons bigger than yourselves. During your time here, you've had to balance those outward-looking goals with the demands that law school places on you as an individual. You've repeatedly had to make decisions between focusing on your own development and working on behalf and with others. And I am sure that there are times when service had to take a back seat. I wouldn't be telling the truth if I said that those struggles and trade-offs ended here. You're entering a rewarding and demanding profession where much will be expected of you. It will be tempting to put your head down and grind. Tell yourself that there will be time later to worry about your professional and moral obligations. But as someone in the Spider-Man universe once said, with great power comes great responsibility. You're gonna have hard choices to make, and they're gonna come at you fast. The attacks on the rule of law are not gonna wait until you're a fifth year and you feel like you have your feet under you. But you've been here before, asked to do entirely too much and risen to the occasion. You've shown me that no matter how intense the pressure, how appropriately hard you're working in your classes, there's apparently time to work toward asylum status for your CART client or advocate on behalf of the high school kid who is looking at expulsion. You have done hard things. And remember, community, communion. Take a look around. You are surrounded by truly amazing people, brilliant people with heart and shared values around equal justice and service to our communities, big and small. Finding your place, helping to rededicate our profession to its principles is not something you have to do alone. You have each other. When people ask me what makes Berkeley law students different, I always say that you take ownership over your education, and that's what sets you apart. Almost every institutional change here at the law school that I can think of anyway was championed by students. Now it's time to link arms, bring that energy into the profession, commit collectively with all of these fabulous people to return our profession to Hearst principles, working on behalf of others, toward a society where rights are protected and everyone gets the process they're due. Again, please look at who you are sitting next to. If anyone can do this, it's you. It's going to be scary and hard. It is not the path of least resistance. And yes, you're going to make some people angry, but let's be honest, that's never stopped you around here. But it's right, and the reward is great. And I know you don't like hearing this from the olds, but we are counting on you. I'm here, we're here, as a sign of our commitment to keep doing the work. But we can't do it alone. We're in this, my new colleagues, together. Tonight, celebrate your accomplishments because, wow, do you deserve it. And then tomorrow, check back in with yourself about your why, about our why. And then roll up your sleeves. We've got work to do. Congratulations, and I wish you so much more than luck.